Uh, just to switch on my video, sir. I have some internet issue.
No problem, no problem, no problem. You give audio.
Mm. Okay, sir. So good evening, everyone. My topic is river water tribunals. So first, what is a tribunal? So a tribunal is formed to resolve an issue which is related to specific matter. Okay, so river water tribunals. So when two or more state governments sharing water bodies or water resources, they may face disputes, disagreements regarding the use and consumption of the water. It is called interstate water dispute. So India has almost 4% of its renewable water resources. So mainly we have a rivers which are flowing towards east and towards west. So the towards east is Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Meghna, Mahanadi, Krishna, Godavari, and towards west we have Narmada, Tapati, Sabarmati, and Purna. So here, basically the Krishna River, we see that this has a major dispute. Even recently with the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, we can see this. There is an issue related to Krishna water distribution. So like that, we have a many river distributes among the different states. Okay, so what is the water tribunal regarding to the Indian Constitution? So water is in state list, which is an entry of 17 in the list of N, and this is a legislative with respect to the rivers, but which is also a list in the union with a entry of 56. Okay, this gives a central government can have a power to regulate the interstate rivers related issues. So there, yeah. So Article 262 is also there, which says that so yeah, Parliament. So Article 2, according to Article 262, Parliament may provide for an adjudication of any dispute with respect to the water among the states. Okay, here we have a two acts in this. Both are formed in 1956. One is a River Board Act and one is a Interstate Water Dispute Act. But there is no board has been created for the River Board Act, but there is board created for Interstate Water Dispute Act 1956 according to that particular river related issues. Okay, under this act, if a state government or government approaches the center for the constitution of a tribunal, the government may form a tribunal after trying to resolve the dispute through consultations. So this is what there in the Interstate Water Dispute Act. Okay, so how this tribute is formed? We can see the tribute consists of Chief Justice of India and a sitting judge from the Supreme Court and two other judges who are from either Supreme Court or High Court. Okay, I can just go through some of the disputes in the India. Krishna water dispute. This is regarding Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, and Karnataka. And Mahanadi water dispute, Chhattisgarh and Odisha. And Mahadehi water dispute, which is between Karnataka and Goa. Basically, this act is formed in 1956, but there is an amendment for this in 2002, so which brought few changes to that. It says that the tribunal has the tribunal has to be constituted within 1 year of the request, and it should give the award within for 3 years. Is a and or else within 5 years. It is a maximum thing in some exceptional cases. So if the award is not immediately implemented by the parties, then it can seek clarification within 3 months, and the tribunal award will have the same force as an order of the Supreme Court. So you can't just ignore it. The award is final, and however, the state could still approach Supreme Court through some through Article 136. It has some special leave petition. Okay, and it has some amendment in 2017 also. So it is that this bill proposes that single permanent tribunal to be set for the purpose of such disputes. Instead of setting a tribunal for every river issue, it is just it is a proposal to make that single permanent tribunal.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Padma. Malyadri garu, namaskaram. Malyadri garu, namaskaram.
Sir, namaste, sir. Namaste.
Namaskaram. If you permit, there is one candidate. He will complete within 5 minutes.
Please, sir. I am free. I have no work. Please.
Adga sir, మీరు కూడా వినండి. You can suggest to him how he can improve and what are the suggestions. Mr. Sai Charan, you tell about the National Green Tribunal.
Yes, sir. Hi, everyone. So today my topic was National Green Tribunal. National Green Tribunal (NGT) was a specialized body which
Don't say my topic was.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
That gives different view about you. You have to face the audience. So slight laugh is required, and then I am now privileged to speak on, then tell the topic.
Yes, sir.
Was gives a past this thing.
My topic is.
My topic is
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I submit that I am privileged to speak today. Like that, you can tell.
Yeah. Correct. Please continue.
Yeah,
Just
I am
encouraging you. I am only
sir.
explaining you. But otherwise, you are speaking very, very good. Yes.
Yes, sir. So it is my privilege to speak about NGT today with all of you. NGT is refers to National Green Tribunal. It is not a statutory body or constitutional body. It is a specialized body which comes under NGT Act 2010, and it deals with disposal of environmental protection, environmental forest protection, as well as natural resources protection. And it draws from Article 21, which was there in our Constitution, which is there. It is called right to healthy environment. So this is the right which we have in our Constitution. Through that, we had draw NGT. NGT, we have a principal bench in New Delhi and also regional offices like Pune, Calcutta, Chennai, and Bhopal. These are the regional offices which I have in for NGT. So NGT is composed of a Supreme Court retired judge who was appointed by central government with assent of president. With assent of Supreme CJI. And also we have minimum 10 member of judiciary members and also maximum of 20 members. Expert members also will be there in this composition. And NGT deals with Water Act, Air Act, and also Forest Act, Environment Protection Act, and also we have Air Act as well. So recently in the news, because of we have Telangana government was moved their appeal to about Rayalaseema lift irrigation project. It moves to NGT. So still judgment has to come out. And also Telangana has given plea to KRDB, Krishna River Management Board. So these are the judgments yet to come. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sir, Malyadri garu, మీరు కంటిన్యూ చేయండి సార్.
ఒక నిమిషం ఈ బాబుకి మిగతా వాళ్ళకు కూడా 2-3 చిన్న విషయాలు చెప్తారు.
చెప్పండి.
ఎప్పుడైనా ఎనీ టైం యు ఆర్ రెఫరింగ్ highest dignitaries like president, you must say honorable first. Next, you must say, you can't say president. You have to tell President of India or President of Bharat. India, that is Bharat. Constitution last time I told, India, that is Bharat. You have to tell very specifically any post. Chief Justice of India, Honorable Supreme Court, New Delhi. Suppose Chief Justice assent has to be taken, you have to tell Honorable Chief Justice of India, Supreme Court. Suppose you are referring about the Constitution, you can't say Constitution. You have to tell the Constitution of India, 1950. So total act you have to tell, total designation of the highest dignitary you have to tell. Before that, you must use the word honorable. If it is, suppose you are referring governor of a state, you must say His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of the Andhra Pradesh state. Like that, you must tell the full this thing, full details of that post. We say that NCT judges or members have to be constituted with the assent of president. Who knows which president? You have to tell the President of India. Because he is the highest dignitary, you must use the word honorable. Suppose if it is with the consent of the government or if it is consent of the governor, you must say His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh state. This is the way in which you have to address or utter about them. Otherwise, it gives a wrong meaning. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Then what is next? While addressing, finally, when you are concluding, you must say what you said in nutshell in just a half minute or 1 minute. When you are closing the speech, before closing the speech, you must tell. I conclude by saying that I am able to convince you by stating about few words about this. Like that, you must say. Okay?
Okay, sir.
సార్ 1 minute నేను కొంచెం
సార్
నా స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా జాయిన్ అయ్యారు ఈ రోజు.
నో ప్రాబ్లం, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
అండ్ వన్ మోర్ థింగ్, నేను రికార్డింగ్ కూడా నా దాంట్లో కూడా చేస్తున్నాను. జస్ట్
చేయండి.